There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the Path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
I want to meet up with Zenobia. This one, it doesn't really help, because if I go through that route, the only thing I can do is not accept Lapino's plan and try to catch up to Zenobia, but not taking her to interrogators is going to end up getting me killed anyways. So this one, if I go with the Iblis stone, it's going to be corrupted if I don't put it in the core. So I would have to miss out on Zenobia that way. I think I need to build the Sky Ripper, but meet up with Zenobia instead.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Alright, so we learned one thing already. All the chests respawn. So suddenly 100 ore doesn't seem that scary or complicated.
Hey! Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new blade.
Physical resistance. Ooh, by 20%. Yeah, I think I'll stick with this for now. Yeah, I'll stick with this for now. Hello again, old temple.
Why would anyone put his slinky collection in a strongbox, thought Renato. In magic slinkies? Oh, there was something else.
Ouch. They don't really do that much damage. Ah, that's ridiculous. I don't get healed up to full every time I go through this game. Jeez. Alright, sneak around.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Renato.
Just to kill him for good measure. Yes! Perfect. Running out of pockets.
There had to be a way to use the Sky Ripper without causing a catastrophe. Why? Maybe it's always dangerous, he imagined Zenobia saying. Always the voice of reason, that one. Well, there had to be a way to use the Sky Ripper, because not being able to use it was boring. So there.
I've already read this one. Right? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good.
Imagine if you built a house of one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
What? Darn it. Ooh. Physical resistance 2? Now I might switch it out. Make sure there's nothing.
Don't be shy.
Powered up ravens are dangerous.
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Already got that. Already went that way. Alright, easy peasy.
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
It'd actually be a lot more dangerous if they were one-hit kills. I think they probably should have done that. Come on, that was totally last minute. Jeez. They are so dangerous. I'm losing so much health. I can just skip through this. I remember. Come on. Nope.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Ha ha ha. Thank you.
That could have gone better, thought Bernardo as he died.
Dang. Might have to go for the defensive stuff. I just can't hurt them enough. Come on. Oh, imperfect. Oh well, I'm alive.
This stone was incredibly valuable. Bernardo could sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
Oh, Bernardo. And dash through. There we go. Kill any enemy in single strike. Ooh, yes please. Ah. Need to get there. Eventually. That's what I need, and then I get a defensive thing.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Well, I want to go see Zenobia.
Bernardo asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done them. Usually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
Is that telling me that I did the wrong thing? Well, we'll find out, right?
The truth is, though, he wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu School. He'd followed every rumor about her, every scrap of news. Not that he still loved her. After all, she was his enemy. No, it was solely because, know your enemy. But it would be great to see her. Even if they faced off across sword points, as they'd done so many times at school. The world was a less interesting place without her.
Indeed, Bernardo.
Bernardo hoped his mother wasn't watching.
What is over here? No way back. Alright, let's go back. There was this door. There we go.
Renato checked for a false compartment. Nope.
Just need to heal myself up. Alright. Nothing. Alright. Fair enough. I like all the ravens flying around down there. Very cool.
Don't look down, he thought.
Want to do this. Alright, so speed of the hook, damage. Alright. Stunning dash. Shield wearing, it's fine. Ooh, that's nice. Let's try this. Freaking super hard enemy. There we go. Perfect. Alright, break everything. See if there's anything useful.
You couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere. What if you dropped one and broke it?
One
Luckily,
ore away.
There was a bench right here.
Critical? Yeah, sorry. I gotta go for physical resistance for sure now. Fire? Yes. I'll get my one ore, and I'll be able to build the second ice sword. And get to try it out in battle, maybe. Freezing enemies sounds really good for defense.
Renato could feel the burn.
What's the point of these little... Come on. I'll get an ore in here. Or not. Treasure Hunter level 3. Alright, maybe I need to equip Treasure Hunter. Just to see. Alright, so elemental or physical? I think... There we go. We'll try it out. We'll see what's up with that. Come on, one ore, guys. Yes. There we go. Oops, not that one. Here we go. So, increase speed even further. Freezes, yeah, we're gonna go with this one.
Wow. The sword felt even colder.
Alright, let's try this out in battle.
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
Jump down. Yeah, there's nothing useful over here, right? Let's go.
He blinked.
Haha. Cool. Energy on kill at level 2. Okay.
Renato wasn't entirely sure how he was going to capture Zenobia. She'd be expecting him. And he didn't have Lapino to cook up a clever plan. Why was it again that he hadn't got the core?
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Maybe because the results tended to be disastrous. These streets were familiar. The Swordfu School was closed now, but he had been down that street 1,000 times. He knew that pub. He knew that alley. He knew the alley behind it much too well. No wonder Zenobia had chosen to invade this island herself.
Gotcha. Just want to kill all these guys. That's already open. Okay, so that's what leads to here. Alright, cleared out all those guys. Ah, need to heal. There we go. Ooh. I think this was where Lepido had his crazy plan. Alright, workbench, gems. What did I get? That was new. Oh, energy on kill? Nah. Shield breaker for sure.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Renato. How intriguing.
Awesome. Come on. Ooh, I do like the freezing power for sure. Oh yeah. There we go. Dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before, well, you know. I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat, as much as I've tried to educate you like a proper toad. I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kitten. That's why I'm writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter then, I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish, and yes, I am selfish. Sad little toad that is afraid to die. But what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power. I want it all, and so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love, Father. So he intended to sacrifice himself? Huh. Maybe he did die and his body was taken over by like Ilbis or something? The evil god? Ah, still need more experience.
Oh, kill the fox! Caught the ravens. Nobody said they were original.
Come on. Oh yeah, I can throw the super powerful guys off like the wall or something, huh? That'd be cool. Oh, I think I'm almost there.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except
Clever
his
kitten.
mouth. In fact, soon he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Skyripper, the Iblistone, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse. It was some kind of truth spell.
Son of a bee, guys.
Talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His
Frickin'
Majesty
A.
in. But why didn't he get the core? Croaked the Farspeaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Renato grinned. He doesn't even know why. Frowned Zenobia.
I know, because it's freaking
That makes
death.
no sense.
It's a trap.
shouted the Emperor.
I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators.
If Renato came face to face with the Emperor, maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father.